What's up, world? This your boy, Coach EV, aka EV the Geeker, with another edition. There's a lot of stuff happening this week with EV Ain't Tripping. Man, I do this little blog, just talk to you. I may have my opinions that may differ from you, but always remember this: EV ain't tripping. EV got enough stuff to worry about himself. But I do want to address some things. One, I want to address Marcus Smart, the Oklahoma State superstar who got in trouble for shoving a fan. And obviously, let's just look at it. It's clear, the video, he shoved the fan. Now, what's not abundantly clear is the fan actually obviously said something to Marcus Smart for him to push the fan. Pushing the fan, come on, it's simple. In one regard, it wasn't a smart move. But at the end of the day, the fan, whose name is Jeff Orr, said something to Marcus Smart, in his opinion, which was derogatory. Now, Marcus Smart went on TV, him and the coach, he apologized. The Big 12 made a statement, and I want to read it. It says that Mr. Smart's actions were a clear violation of the Big 12's conference sportsmanship and ethical conduct policy. Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlesby said in a statement, "Such behavior has no place in athletics and will not be tolerated. I appreciate the efforts of Oklahoma State University Athletics Director Mike Holder in addressing this matter and believe this is an inappropriate response to an inappropriate action." Well, that sounds great. Great geek, as I would call it. And there has some validity to what he said. But the but comes in, when does a fan cross the line? Now, I want to read on. It said that Mr. Orr says, "I regret calling Mr. Smart a piece of crap, but I want to make it known that I did not use a racial slur of any kind. I wasn't there. I didn't hear it. I didn't read his lips. But I don't believe Mr. Orr. And I don't believe him because of some stuff like what John Lucas and other players saying stuff like this on Twitter. That's the same guy that talked crazy to me for 4 years, shaking my head, but you should never put your hands on a fan. John Lucas remembers him as a guy out of his mouth, when you're in the game, he talks crazy. And he's a grown man talking to kids that way. And we have to realize that Jeff Orr is a 60-year-old plus booster. And what's sad is, to me, that, and he said he would remove himself from the games and wouldn't come back as a distraction. But there's no question in my mind that I would probably bet that he used a racial slur. And I believe that, and the word they said that he used was nigger. Now, I know, I personally, in myself, I want to be honest because I use that word as a black man. That's a word that we use around black people. And, I haven't used profanity in over 15 years. And probably nigga is the word that I got to get rid of. And I'll be honest, I hadn't made that major of a conscious effort to get rid of it. My thought is this: if Jeff Orr used that word in a derogatory manner, which he used something in a derogatory manner, the kid wouldn't have gotten that mad. He has no history of getting mad at a fan. Has he kicked a chair, gotten mad the other day? Yes. Well, if that's the case, we could, some of the top coaches in the world should be, suspended, because their actions. When you cuss a kid out as a coach, when you talk about inappropriate action, profanity is never appropriate. And all of the top coaches from Mike Krzyzewski on down use profanity and to cuss out or degrade players. Profanity is degrading. So at the end of the day, everybody's making this big deal out of Marcus Smart. What he did, wrong. Should he gotten 3 games? Cool. But at the end of the day, what is being done, the outrage should be about the fan just as well as Marcus Smart. He should be banned. He should be banned You know, not he should come off his own. He shouldn't be allowed on himself to say, well, I'm just not going to come back this year. No, he should be banned for 3 games, half a season, because he caused the action. He caused this young man to do it. What is going to be done about the fan? Not what is he going to do. What is Texas Tech? What is the Big 12, the commissioner? What are you going to do about Jeff Orr? Or is it just going to be about Marcus Smart? Just a thought. And remember this, man. Evie ain't tripping.